teams are going to be willing to put towards that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with that early pressure, it's going to be a quick switch up towards that B play, but we get the action. Version 1 forced the action, and already they're creating that chaos. It's going down to a 3v3, and Penny is there, ready with the dash to reset the situation and keep causing problems there. But surely, Doug, Penny is not long for this world.
How is he still alive? And he's going to tag up Leaf even more as he tries to get away. Draws some attention back, gets a second, not able to get the last one. Poised cleans him up, and Poised eventually falls.
And here we go. Wow. Celsius is going to just get a cheeky one there through the toxic screen. Knows exactly where the players will be standing, holding that position defensively, and at the same time, Cloud9 will react though. They see the push, they know that a lot of players have to be committed to that, so they push, they react on the other side of the map to take advantage. So even though they're down a player, they're going to take site control. Really good initiative coming in from Cloud9 as they get the post plant.
Eyes are on Celsius here, the only member on the side of version 1 with the full rifle. As you see the drone, going to spot out a player. Effys drops first. Always gets away with his life, not taking any damage as the remaining members of V1 continue to fall apart. Zelsis and Whippy, the last two that remain in a 2v3, make that a 1v2. Floppy cleans him up. Nice 2 kills. Right, I mean, at this point, now we're starting to see some of that resistance. A couple of shock darts come out along with the Hunter's Fury coming out from Zeta as Leaf drops first. Zelsis looking to cause more problems. It's actually Penny who had its back, cleans up Poise as Zelsis is weak. Spike was planted, but again, even through all of this, in version 1, while they have the numbers advantage, while they're healthy, they really haven't gotten any control of the site. So while this is a fine situation for them to be in, this could be a problem. Floppy and Zeta have gotten a couple apiece, and you've got Mitch on the flank as well. The numbers advantage might not be enough. Mitch left alone. And he's taking the defuse. The swings there. Whippy's in a great spot. Whippy loses the 1v1. Mitch looking for the second, but I just don't know that there's enough time. Penny got it to half. Is he going to be able to get the defuse? Yes, he does. One of his own in his back pocket, has not opted to use it yet as Cloud9 continue to have control of C.
And this is a really scary spot. The post-plant setup is so strong here. You can see Mitch on this lurk. He's doing a great job in just causing more delay and damage. But with that said, we actually have some more possibilities with Vanity having success around the back of C window, and they are just going to send it through. And Leaf, I don't think he can deal that triple peak, but is there time for this? It's going to be pretty damn close, but it looks like Penny will secure the defuse just in the nick of time. And yeah, they got that a long control now as well. Zeta's trying to get the picks on this side. The pressure comes through with that Hunter's Fury, but the Poison Orb is definitely causing problems in making way forward through that A-long choke point. And there's so much time that's been bought here by the utility. The rotation on defense has come through, but the frags, as they happen, leaves only Vanity standing for version 1. So this flank for Vanity, I mean, at this point, it's not so much a flank because he has been spotted by the cam. They know precisely where he is, and he has to assume that pretty much every spot's dangerous at this point. You can see he doesn't really seem to like his chances just jumping around.
Say the same thing. Effys is Hunter's Fury, right? Like, he's in a great spot. If they get the information that they're looking for, there it is. The Hunter's Fury comes out. Zelsis greets him with open arms. Effys gets one as well. But Zelsis just down to 4 health. He's going to have to try to get away. No, he's going to drop at the hands of Zeta. 3v3 on the site as Cloud9 make their way to try to plant the spike. The Cosmic Divide looks like it's going to come out as well. As Penny gets zoned off, he gets dropped. It's just on Vanity and Effys to win the round for V1.
There is a recon available and there's some positioning is known, but you have to go through this Cosmic Divide. If you wait for it, it's so fresh, it's going to kill a lot of time on the spike. So they're going to have to force the issue here, I think. And it's so tough. Cage goes up as well. It's such a strong piece of util. Like, you can't push that. It gives sound cues away. You come out at such a big disadvantage. It kills more time. Vanity, there's very little he can do. And at this point, version 1 are getting destroyed just by utility usage. But there's a swing from Floppy, and that may give some opportunity for some fragging here, but the time is surely completely against version 1 at this point. There's nothing else that Vanity can do to win the round.
Respect that, too, in the sense that when that wall's up, Zelsis can do that, right? He can get up close and personal and get 2. And this is where Reyna thrives. Has the Empress available. Good for 3, good for 4. Penny takes the 5th, but a flawless round, a thrifty one at that.
Yeah, it's looking really tough here. Oh no, Zelsis is going to go down as well, making it even worse here for version 1. However, Cloud9, they desperately need this round. Of course, down 3 against 8. It's the last round of the first half. They want to get into that next half with something to work from. And this is a good look. Vanity, you know, he's going to be trying to do what he can in this flank position, but it's they're getting picked off one by one here, Doug. So it's not looking all that great.
No, it's not. Vanity shows up. Probably regrets it at this point. Penny. Blades for Penny, good for one. Gonna dash across the Hunter's Fury. Into the smoke, looking for a bit more, but it's been tagged up. In a 1 against 3. Not able to land it up. So, Penny, bit touch and go across the middle of the map, understanding there's utility there from Cypher. So, okay, they are gonna pull off. You see Penny is dashed across as they're gonna get into C-Link to push their way onto the site. Vanity playing a little ring around the Rosie with Floppy as Floppy continues to rotate a bit further, cleans it up. Vanity's good for 3. Penny gets one as well. Poise is left alone in this 1v4. The pistol, as we mentioned, Dan, was a little touch and go at the beginning. But man, once version 1 found the opening that they were looking for, they took everything they wanted.
Yeah, definitely. And leaving Poise in a position like this is certainly a problem for Cloud9. I think we wanted to see a pistol victory here for Cloud9 just to make it a little bit more competitive. But they do have a bunch of...
As you see them pushing their way up short. Both Poison Zeta creeping around the corner. Whippy spots him, tries to tag him up, deals a bit of damage, and it was enough to be a nuisance, but not enough to get the kill, while Penny quietly makes his way onto the site. And the gravity wall was there. You could see what they were trying to set up, right? The astro gravity wall as Penny swinging around the corner to catch him. Just narrowly missing the timing. Penny still has presence on the site, and you see Effie's understanding that, that Penny's able to draw all of that attention and all of that noise. He's just going to flip the map.
That's a huge fight to win. If that fight's won to Penny, that the round might be over. Lost. It's such a hard position for Cloud9 to recover from. Not going to work. Vanity's going aggressive on Garage to try to do this. He's trying to find a timing here, but his teammate's going to have to hold on. Effie's needs to hold on. If Effie's dies before Vanity can get the flank activated, it's not going to work out here.
Good for one. Vanity was there. No, he drops. Now it's actually all on Effie's shoulders. Excuse me.
Version 1 sending forth the Hunter's Fury, clearing out lots of space. The Showstopper is sent in response, and that's a great response. Leaf will hold on to that A-long control. They may have just stuffed this A attack, or maybe not, because the re-exec comes through from version 1. They're still fighting for this, Doug.
Yeah, they're just continuing to run their heads into this wall.
And like a mid-round reset, just going straight into the B side. They can make their way through to C, though, and oh, this is difficult. Floppy backside is causing problems. He will delay this, but it's a 2v2 now. There is ample time to play this scenario for both sides. Risks don't really need to be taken until the post plant. And Effie's is, oh no, he's going to get caught repositioning. That's a beautiful trip. That's going to give a lot of info there for Cloud9 on the retake.
Yeah, but damn, what do they do with it? Zelsis using the Lear. Around the wall on a 1v2, good for one. Gonna reposition. Effie's gets the last one, 13-5 out of V1 on Haven. But the problem is, Dan, there are only 15 seconds left in the round. They're gonna have to move with the serious sense of urgency, and that seems to be what's working out so far. But they still haven't gotten onto the site. Now they're starting to get the spike down. Floppy looking to go aggressively. The spike does go down. He gets around the corner, gets the kill. They may be in some trouble here. You mentioned forcing him through a choke point. There it is. You push your way through. You get met with the Bucky Shell to the face at the hands of Poise. Penny drops. He tries to back up, but no. Gives the illusion that he's done with the fight, but continues to step forward. That's going to give him away. The curveball's going to come through as well. Cloudburst trying to keep him alive as Elsis works his way onto the site. He does have that run it back, as we mentioned. Can't imagine him wanting to use it in a situation like this, but this has already been a lot more damage than Cloud9 bargained for. They've already dropped 2. Zeta's a bit weak as well. This round is far from over, Dan.
Definitely, and it's going to be really tough. Oh, nice shot from Vanity, and it's starting to look pretty damn bad. Version 1 are crushing it with the Sheriffs.
Do on the site, run it back offline already, as it gets popped instantly.
Yeah, trying to force the issue. 3v3, though. Again, lots of time left here. They don't have to commit to this. They have lost, of course, you know, all map control. So they have to think to themselves, all right, there could be a C9 player basically anywhere around middle spawn. So they do have to check things, but they have time to do it. So that makes it okay. And you can see Celsius is checking absolutely everything. But will they check that back generator here? Mitch is sitting in this position. Oh no, it's
no way.
That is unbelievable that he gets 2 from that. That is robbery. Daylight robbery there from Mitch. But it's a little bit tense here, Doug, because nothing really comes to that. They're going to have to force the issue instead.
Not at all. You can see as soon as he dropped that dart, he pulled out the Hunter's Fury, expecting to get something. In fact, comes up empty-handed, but Penny's going to work his way on the side. Penny good for 1 and a second as well. He's going to get caught with his pants down, as Zeta's the one who cleans him up. 30 seconds left in the round. Celsius continuing to work his way forward. V1 have not gotten onto the site. Now the spike's going to follow up Leaf in a 1v2. Certainly a winnable 1v2. He's got full armor. He doesn't have at this point is the element of surprise, and there's a turret spotting him out as well. He's going to clean that up first. Lear goes out. He's playing quietly, waiting to see if he's going to get a chance at someone to peek him. But version 1, patient, disciplined right now, not giving him an opportunity to do anything. Leaf has to go in aggressive. A sheriff to the face cleans up the round for V1.
I mean,
they don't have time.
20 seconds. There was a timing that they could have gone back, but you can see they're not going to go for it. But they
Whippy's got to go big.
See the doubt.
Whippy had to go big there. Yeah, he got 1, but that might have just been enough time for V1 because now they've gotten onto the site. They're going to get the spike down as well. Hunter's Fury coming out from Zeta. See if he can tag anything up. No, the spike goes down. Vanity gets popped in the mouth at the hands of Leaf. It gets traded out. 2v2 here. Floppy does have the Cosmic Divide. Celsius choosing to go aggressive, and much like a showstopper, you have to respect it, but they go in aggressive. Celsius is running back, is offline as Effie dances around. Effie's good for 1. 8 health left, not able to get it as the clip runs dry, and Floppy wins the round for Cloud9. As Mitch just patiently holds his, waiting to potentially really give him access on the site and then catch him up. He's going to get locked up, but that's all right. There's still plenty of cover. He should be safe. He won't get onto the site, though. Leaf cleans up Penny. Spike still hasn't been planted. And again, you find yourself, Dan, in the spot where you're towing. I mean, you're dangerously flirting with the clock.
They really want C9 to use the lockdown. They really want C9 to use the lockdown, but C9 are going to just hold on to that.
Spike has not gone down, waiting for the ultimates to clear out. Showstopper's going to join the fray as well, as Penny just narrowly misses, not able to connect anything. The spike has made its way onto the site, but there's not enough room for it to go down. They're stuck down in hell. Poised is able to pick Vanity off. Poised looking for more. He's got the Blade Storm. He dashes his way across. Zeta's getting one as well. A 3v2 in favor of Cloud9. As the spike is in a brutal spot, Dan. There's nobody within sniffing distance of it. They're not even in the same zip code.
Tells him everything.
Oh man, and they just walk into choke points, right? The gravity wells, the nano swarms, there's so much utility there that delays entry, and then Poised from the top rope with the Blade Storm getting 1, gets a second as well, 3 on the round. As he's looking for more, Effie's manages to get the spike down. Poised going aggressively. Effie drops, it doesn't work. Penny gets him, but then gets cleaned up right back at the hands of Zeta.
An excess of post-spawn utility. However, given the fact that this is going to be the last round and we've got... Okay, the Hunter's Fury is gone. That would have been a huge factor. And what do you do against this? The rocket stopper, the show stopper, whatever it's called. it's stopping something, and that's going to be Cloud9 on that retake attempt. Know exactly what's coming. They got all of the information. It's just a case of hitting the shots, and as they go through the smoke, it looks like that should be what's happening, but I think I've been sent a wrong script here because this is looking way better for version 1 than I expected.
Zeta gets the spike down, but the thing is, Dan, look at how low their health bars are. You look at them funny. Mitch drops. Poised follows shortly thereafter. They're going to have to pull a miracle out of their hats, and it's certainly not going that way. But Zeta, what kind of magic do you have in you? Not enough. And with that, Cloud9 is able to take the middle of the map. You mentioned them playing defensively. It's not just the middle of the map. By golly, Dan, they've exploited everything. Mitch is going to get one as well. Leaf looking to add to the stats, and he does just that. As he's gotten to 3 rounds, Penny, good to trade it out.
So that's unfortunate for C9. I would have wanted to see some aggression, because at that point, you know, you've got worse weapons, you've got worse information, you've got worse positioning.
V1 looking to work their way in to retake this thing, but you've got to clear B long out, right? Like, you can't leave this area of the map alone or you're just gonna get picked to shreds just like that. Leaf good for 2, gets up 3rd. Penny trades it out.
Player standing.
Oh, and this went absolutely sideways for V1. Cloud9 hold fast to the site.
But at the same time, oh, the fake is coming through. It's so smart from C9.
Poised is just going to draw attention, and it's not just attention. Celsius uses the ultimate, right? But look at how much it has been invested that way. Now they realize the veil has been lifted, right? They know that that's not where the play is, but Vanity was there with the judge. No, he was the last line of defense. He gets cleaned up. Penny drops as well, as Cloud9 have full access onto the site. Is he gonna? Surely not. All right, V1, they have some numbers, right? And they have a couple of weapons. That's really all they've got going for him. Zeta's in a great spot. Has the Hunter's Fury too, but he's playing on the site, and so far so good. Good for one, good for a second one as well. Effie's gets cleaned up. Cloud9 at map point. All right, Hunter's Fury's gonna come out as well from Zeta, and he's gonna land the kill as well. As Cloud9 just like systematically, just slowly but surely pick apart the remaining members of Cloud9 to put this map away. Leaf's good for one as well through the smoke. Celsius and Vanity, the last two members that remain, they weren't even on the site. Now they're going to show up, and they're working their way into a 2v4. And a difficult one at that, Dan.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Vanity might be able to do something with the Cosmic Divide. We'll have to see.
Enemy remaining.
Ooh. All right, well, that's it. That's all she wrote for map 2. Cloud9 are going to be able to equalize.
Oh, but he's going to get flashed up. He's going to get naded up. He's going to get pushed back, and he has to respect that and give that space away. So Poise is going to be the tip of the spear. It gets all the way into the back of the site, but they haven't been able to really follow. Right? Poise was on an island. Penny swings out, gives him the business. Effie's looking for a bit of love as well, and he does it. Takes care of Mitch and Floppy. And plans have gone sideways, Dan. But Cloud9, they had something set up.
30 seconds.
Well, it's gone now.
It is. And this is known here for Cloud9. They can try to abuse this. They're trying to make their way up mid at the same time here, Doug. But version 1 are clearing out a main, so it might not matter.
And they get some room across the middle of the map. As Zeta's there, he's gotten a kill. He's going to get the real estate to work with. But they pull off, work their way into garage, and make their way towards B, where the spike is going to go down. Remaining members of V1 rotating over, and the problem is, Dan, all like that cool moment that we saw at the beginning where they got through the Sage Wall was great and all, but they don't win those duels. V1 upgrades their weapons, and we mentioned this at the beginning. They win this round on the bonus. Things get real sideways, but Mitch already stopping, getting to, looking for more. The dink was there, but Penny gets a third of his own. He's got the Blade Storm online. Rolling Thunder early. Coming on as Penny drops. Zeta gets it. Effie's drops as well. Cloud9, it looked so bad.
The lack of information it's just so confusing here, but it seems like there's kind of enough info here, and they're going to go through the poison orb. So this is a head scratcher at this point here for Cloud9. They're definitely going into this like with somewhat of a disadvantage. Version 1 are well set up ahead of time, and speaking of time, that is becoming an issue for Cloud9. They have to fight their way out of this one, Doug, and it's really stacked against them. It gets worse now that res comes into play.
All right, Mitch gets the spike down. They don't have ultimates. They also don't have Mitch anymore, but what they do have is Floppy.
Well, great usage of utility, I gotta say, Doug. Leaf is gonna get a double out of this off the entry. And off of that, he's just going to send it straight forward. I don't think they have any idea there's still one backside.
Nope. He was good for one, but that was it, as Leaf just continues to pad the stats as he gets a third kill of the round. But the spike's late, right? The spike's late. Effie's has shown up. He's going to cause serious problems, but here comes the showstopper out of Leaf, creeping his way forward, waiting to see if anyone's going to challenge it. But no, you just wait it out, right? There it is. Effie's good for another one as well. That's the second on the round. Gonna heal himself up. 45 seconds left. See Leaf trying to get a bit more room to try to create some more control on the site. As Mitch quietly tiptoes his way through, and Dan, they could rotate.
30
it looks like they're gonna stick towards A here.
Yeah, and you can see that Celsius has the showstopper if he really wants to use it. And there's definitely a lot of great spots for this, but they would need to be confident. They want the information first. There's a couple ways to handle this, and this should be grouping up. And it goes straight forwards with it, and they get crushed.
What?
Oh, Floppy. So decent enough post-plant positioning.
Zelsis. Yeah, Zelsis good for one with the Phantom. Tip things back towards even footing. As Zelsis is going to get healed up as well. But great, you see that crossfire that Cloud9 have set up across the site. I mean, that's just going to be so difficult to get through. There are so many early entry points that there's going to be contact at every point. We'll see what sort of utility Vanity's able to use the gravity wells there. Leaf is the first point. Leaf already good for 3, looking for 4. No, traded out by Vanity. Vanity creeps closer and closer. He's going to get cleaned up. Zelsis is good for 1. Not able to get the second. Mitch answers the call for Cloud9 yet again.
It's a great spot to be in if you're Cloud9. You got 4 versus 5. You're pulling and pushing the rotation. The defenders, you got to win these peaks, and it's traded at least. That's pretty important. And Vanity's forced out of the site, so they're going to get a 3v4 after plan. And if they have B main control as well and some additional positions, they can definitely make this work. We have the Cosmic Divide on floppy as well to make life easier if they choose to use it.
Also worth noting, Effie's 1 point away from getting the res online. A brutal spot for that res, but there's that Cosmic Divide you mentioned, Mitch. Man, Mitch is going to get cleaned up instantly. Zelsis with the showstopper looking to connect. He does it. It's 3 on the round for Zelsis as V1 take the lead. And it's the exact same look, Dan, from the previous round. Effie's gets the wall up instantly. Dodges the flash, though. No showstopper coming his way. There's the discipline corner. It doesn't get checked again. Penny gets one onto Poised. Wraps around the pillar. Gets the second one as well. Looking for the third. Line him up and knock him down. Zelsis gets in on it as well. V1 pick Cloud9 apart.
You can see that that job might be done by Leaf. Leaf will take first contact, and Poised can try to refrag with the knives. Oh, the right click misses, though. That's unfortunate. And with that, it might all come to an end here, but there's a headshot that could go a long way.
It's a good flash. Zeta, the only other person who didn't have a pistol able to get a couple, upgrades the weapon and gets 3. What a great response from Cloud9. On to B, and now the question is, can they hold it? Again, keep in mind that Rolling Thunder in the hands of Zeta. You see him teed up for it. He's going to have a chance on it. Zelsis good to clean up Mitch. Oh my gosh, Penny and Vandy to get it as well. There's the Rolling Thunder. It's going to push him back, but there's nothing to follow up, right? All it's doing is buying time. Leaf trying to keep V1 back. The spike's still not down. Zeta good for 1. Zeta looking for 2. He gets 3, but Zelsis at the last moment wins the round for V1 to give him a 2-round lead at half. I can't stop grinning at the prospect of it, but we're not quite there yet. Zelsis going aggressive. Effie's gets 1 as well. Now the spike's in an interesting spot. So yeah, Poised is going to get walled off. But Leaf is still on the side, and the thing is, Dan, there's still 50 seconds left in this round, right? They can go anywhere.
There.
Tension here as we see that fact play out, that just the doubt starts to run through the minds of the C9 players, but can't do much else than just hold their positions at the present time. You do take a risk by moving as well and get caught out of position. And speaking of movement, I don't know how Leaf is alive. 3 health to work with. Penny's going to put him out of his misery. And that's going to be 2 players on the side of Cloud9 having to go for this retake against 3. That's not an easy prospect, but Poised is looking eager for the challenge.
Yep. Answers the call, but then drops instantly. Penny's good for 3. He gets the spike down. He saves the round. How do they get through? They don't have ultimates. They have some utility. You see Vanity getting a little antsy, wanting some more. No. Zeta greets and punishes him. Effie's looking to hold it down. Good for 1. Looking for a second. Good for a 3rd on the round, but he has to reload. And there's a brutal crossfire. Zelsis is still up top. Floppy's in a terrible spot. Here, how does he pull this round out? Taps looking for the reload. I don't know that he's gonna have enough time. V1 hold fast again. Or that. The res comes through as Zelsis comes back. Oh no! Leaf had the showstopper. He was gonna blow it up, but Zanity rips him out of the sky with the op.
Oof, and now it's going to be a problematic here because the rotation is coming through to B, but the issue is that the info here is great for C9. They got good positioning as well. They got that mid presence too, and they're playing that retake on A. They'd have everything, every angle covered. They just have to hit their shots, and Floppy's going to be able to do it without even being able to see it. Straight through the smoke finds Penny's face, and with that, it is up to Vanity and Effie's to recover, and the spike is in no man's land. And
But that's really just the first step, just getting halfway there. Yeah, Poised spots the spike, okay. Vanity good for one, then that's going to give Effie's enough room to at least get the spike. He taps it, just fakes it, trying to make some magic happen, but he's going to drop at the hands of Mitch.
once again, it's this just stack towards the B side of the map and mid, just leaving everything here on leave.
Oh, not landing anything, not good for anything. The Viper's Pit's going to come out as well. All right, Rolling Thunder being used. They don't want to give up an inch. They're not willing to let this round go by easily. You even see the shorty in action as Poised gets one. Would be dancing in and out of the Viper's Pit. As the spike continues to tick away. Would be good for a second one as well. Poised and Floppy alone. It's actually just Poised with his 7 health in a 1v3.
Oh.
As the spike goes down at the hands of Effie's. He's trying to blast across. He's got the Sheriff. And he's already good for one. That eye on Sheriff just seems like automatic headshots. It almost seems like cheating. And in Leaf's hands, it seems to be even worse as Mitch tries to get the defuse. But the chaos comes out. Penny's already good for one onto Floppy. A 3v3. As Penny gets pushed back. Again, they have control of the side. And Whippy once again is on the flank. Whippy with the snake bite. Good for one. And he's on the flank as well. Leaf cleans it up. Leaf gets 4. Cloud9 stay alive. Leaf kind of wise to it. Oh no. He has a showstopper. He's not even going to get a chance. Elsis has one of his own. Gravity Well's going to delay things, and somehow, through that, Poise manages to just narrowly dodge it. Zeta gets the kill onto him as well. They've gotten onto the site, but what can they do with it?
There goes the full line, and Epicenter comes through as well. They try to punish it. I still can't believe that Zeta dodged that showstopper, and now they have a main control. This is a really great place to do the post plant from, to retake this.
I mean, they're wrapping around, but the wall from Effie's could buy them just enough time. They're only able to push him from that one side. Vanity pushes right back. Poise trading it out. Poise with the Blade Storm. Looking for one. Wise to the discipline corner. No, Penny's good for it. Ladies and gentlemen, version 1, do it. Grab your passports. Pack your bags. You're going to Iceland.